All right, so let's talk about before we existed, you know, before we were human, abogenesis to us, you know. I'm wondering, is the technology before Earth primitive? Because it seems like we advanced so much, you know. Did what was it other primitive technology before Earth? Or was there not? I mean, did we have artificial wombs in other planets? I mean, you would think the technology would be more superior. And now we're going to get artificial wombs. So, what happened? Is our Earth technology more superior than the technology on other planets? Or the planet that we were supposedly before Earth? Or was our brain just all wiped out? And our technology and we just put on Earth as a prison planet by some different species? Or we were I this I don't think. But there's one theory that we were transported like hundred thousands of years ago as already developed humans, or like um, not human, but like before we transformed to human. I don't remember what, half ape, half man, whatever you call that. That's one theory somebody said, that we were transported Earth like that. But unless there's advanced, highly alien technology that did that, but then that still leaves a question of a natural universe of abogenesis, incremental stages, simple to complex. So I kind of don't buy that. I think it was simple to complex with abogenesis. I don't think we were transported by already fully developed. Uh, I just don't think that. So, like, either the technology on the planet before we were, but I mean, I don't think we were on another planet because we weren't even human yet. It's such a mystery. Like, I mean, they found the mineral trimetamite on Mars, which actually occurs on Earth. Um, we have a 25-hour sleep cycle like Mars, unlike Earth. So it's possible we started on Mars first. We have a 25-hour sleep cycle, which Mars has, and Earth doesn't. That's fact. So if we weren't before Earth, were we on Mars? Um, it's like, was the technology just primitive? I mean, did we have artificial wombs? Did we have like a super alien technology race? And then, um, but if we did, we have no recollection. So, I mean, think about it. If we had, but then again, nobody has. Well, as far as we know, because we haven't found any other species besides human, have babies. Uh, I mean, normally, or maybe they did have artificial wombs somewhere else. But but yeah, I mean, artificial womb. You can get rid of the birth defects and disorders because the doctor can monitor the whole baby progress. Because when you come out of the baby, before artificial wombs, you never know what the baby's gonna have. Some fucked up disorder or birth defect. You know, by now with artificial womb technology, we can monitor that, so less birth defects and less disorders, or actually no birth defects and no disorders. I don't know if they're going to use CRISPR. If they use CRISPR with the artificial womb, then yeah, they can modify the whole baby. They can with traits and genetics. But if they don't use CRISPR, um, it'll just be a normal baby developing like it was in a woman of a stomach, except an artificial placenta with all the ingredients for the making the baby grow. That's fucking amazing. How far we've come. Holy shit. I mean, um, that's amazing. I mean, that might seem like magic to somebody who doesn't understand the science. I had to research it more, and it makes sense. It's like everything is evolution. The babies develop mitosis, and I mean, they develop the cells, and you know, it's amazing. Um, so we're still sticking with Mars. Um, Bill Nye thinks, and some other scientists thinks that we didn't start on Earth. We either started on Mars, or even before Mars got transported somewhere else. So now we're finding the secrets with Juno to unlock the secrets of the first planet in the solar system that formed, or at least in our solar system. It's not the oldest planet. The oldest planet is actually like 13 billion years. It's actually about as old as the Big Bang. Um, but but the planet, there's like so many different stages of the universe. Black holes. And if you take it back, you had the Big Bang, then you had the first stars. After the first star, you had the first planet. Then you had black holes and dark energy and dark matter. You know, you had the Big Bang, then you had the first stars, then you had the first planets. And so Jupiter plays in a role because it was like the first planet in our solar system, because there's many different solar systems. So this will tell us this is the first planet in our solar system, how the solar system developed, ours, how the Milky Way and our planet formation, the ingredients, ammonia, methane, water, and this could lead. Maybe we started in Jupiter, and then from Jupiter, from Mars. I mean, and I don't mean people, putting us there. I mean, we got hitched on asteroids and comets, because they found asteroid and comets the origin of life. So we got transported either from maybe another solar system, and then from Jupiter, and then to Mars, and then maybe just stopped at Mars, and then somehow Earth. So we're going to find all these mysteries in years to come. This is very interesting. We're getting to the point where we're trying to unravel before human, abogenesis, basically. Non-life to life. This is what we're going for. This is why the mission in Juno is very important, because Jupiter is one of the first planets that formed in our solar system. So if we unlock that, and then the other planets developed, we can unlock the history of the solar system, of the planets and galaxies, and history of life, and us, and even alien life. So the Juno missions is very important. Scientists know what they're doing. So it's just a matter of time. So we're about to find this out. And obviously, after we find our origin of life, the next step would be to find life outside the universe, or outside Earth, whether fully developed alien species, or microbial life, or animal alien life, or even plant life. So that seems what the timeline is heading. We're trying to find out our origin of life, abogenesis, and then we're going to find out alien life. So this is very interesting. This is what it's about. This is what we're going to find out. So our sleep cycle is 25 hours, like Mars, unlike Earth. So we started on Mars somehow. If there's another planet we can detect that has 25-hour sleep cycle, So it's a huge mystery, and we're gonna find little steps by steps, Who knows how long this will take? That's why I said we're gonna have to keep on living, because a lot of shit went down 13 billion years ago. A lot of shit went down. Um, and I think it's important to find some kind of alien race out there. We could be put somewhat of the piece of the puzzle, you know, of abigenesis, you know, non-life before life. Viruses are dead. Bacteria, you know, it's like, I think it's possible all this was generated in a supercomputer by a super alien being. The whole universe, multiverses. Where that beings are, where they at, somewhere maybe in another universe, another solar system, another galaxy. Who the hell knows? So we're taking kind of baby steps. Maybe they're just too far from us. You know, we just don't know. So it's, you know, and that's why like people like Sultan, the president of transhumanism, we want to kind of live forever because there's so much we got to keep exploring the cosmos. We got to know, you know, 100 years is not enough. We're gonna have to keep on living because there's just, you know, 13 billion year universe, even other universes. It's a lot of shit to research and learn. So let's see what Jupiter finds out, and then we're going to Mars and see what we can find out about Mars. And then perhaps we can piece the puzzle of abigenesis of us, you know, if we start on Earth. I think what's going to happen is we're going to have to find maybe some DNA or RNA and that connects to us, that's humans. Or if we find DNA and RNA from another species or another alien species of something, something's about to happen. We're going to connect it somehow, you know. Juno's going to find something. I mean, it's not, you know, we're going to find out that abigenesis. We're going to find all about this in our lifetime. Now, about aliens, I don't know about that. But microbe life, we might probably find in our lifetime, but maybe like fully developed aliens, I don't know. Because we have no idea where the hell they would be. We would have to contact the signal somehow. We'd have to send signal. They're going to have to. But think about our light years, our signal, if they have super technology, our primitive technology, it'll take so long for a signal to reach us. So maybe aliens in our lifetime too. But we're going to find out about abigenesis, and it's either going to connect to another alien species or it's going to connect to us somehow. Our DNA and RNA, it's somewhere. And Jupiter is one of the key, and Mars is one of the key. So we're going to find that in our lifetime. It's going to be very interesting, you know, because everybody wants to know, where did humans start? I mean, you know, abigenesis, you know, before, you know, how the process, you know, I mean, you could call it like cells or slime. So, and if we don't find, that means that this was created by a super being in some kind of factory. What do you call it? RNA factory or DNA factory, and then making us, I guess, into whatever cells and programmed all that, how it divides and then eventually from abigenesis to evolution, the humans, boom, it's a huge timeline. Billion years abigenesis, million years evolution. It's a huge. So if we don't find abigenesis, it's some kind of super being that made it in some kind of factory, made it us, you know, or something like that. But if we do find abigenesis, like the origin of life, that was seeded on comets and asteroids, our DNA, RNA is gonna, you know how we synthesize the DNA from the chimpanzee, human chromosome 2, who matched all that. We're gonna probably take samples of that rock, and it's gonna have either DNA and RNA, and we can match it to us, and boom, that's where we came from, wherever it is, and that's gonna happen in our lifetime. So that is gonna be very interesting. And then that's how the timeline should play. So it should be very interesting. See what Juno finds out about Jupiter. And then we found now in the Earth, like there's like these blobs. They found under Earth like these blobs that scientists don't even know